All right, so here we're gonna go busting ghosts. All right, so we're gonna talk about some new movies that popped up out of the crack this week. I didn't get a chance to see any of them.
Like fucking Ghostbusters, like shitty fucking
But
Ghostbusters.
Mike did. Mike took a train express to Sega.
Yeah, okay, so first off, none of us saw Fantasy Island because it was yet another Blumhouse PG-13 film. I don't know why they're doing this or what they're trying to gain for but
It looked like trash.
Yeah, it didn't look good to me, and then they said it was going to be PG-13, and I thought the trailers looked like shit. And it turned out I was right not to see it because it's getting shit on hard. Rotten Tomatoes has it as a 12% rotten. Out of all the reviews, there was only 2 or 3 positive out of a shitload of reviews.
But then again, you can't always trust Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, there's been like some decent flicks out there that we've went and seen, and Rotten Tomatoes hate. Well, actually, Rotten Tomatoes gave Joker 68% fresh, and it's a fucking 90-something on user reviews.
But they also gave that 2016 Ghostbusters positive because a lot of people were trying to push, a certain thing that they wanted to push. This is how I handle Rotten Tomatoes, okay? If I see a movie
carefully,
and it yeah.
You never handle Rotten Tomatoes like willy-nilly,
like a timid wiener.
Oh please hurry up, wake up! I gotta have sex with this woman. Why do you got whiskey
sensitive?
dick?
I can't, motherfucker.
Whiskey dick.
But no, if I see a movie and I see a trailer and it's a movie I want to see, I don't give a shit what the critics say about it. I'm going to go see it. But if I see a movie and I think it looks like ass, and then I see the critics' reports and they're like, it looks like ass for the exact same reasons I thought it was going to look like ass, then I probably won't spend my money.
Then everybody's got ass.
Everyone has ass.
Smells like ass.
You never go ass to mouth.
Never do it.
But I did see Sonic, and it was everything I hoped it would be, Jay.
Was it good?
It was good. So I used to teach at daycares. This is very upsetting for many mothers to hear across the nation.
Who hired you?
But I grew up because my mom worked in a daycare, so I worked in a daycare when I was like 15.
Likely story, Dahmer.
And then one of my favorite parts was movie time. I fucking love that job. It was fun because I got to hang out with like the 4-year-olds and like the older kids, and it was a blasty blast. They called me Mikey. It was fun. But they had movie time. They had this plethora of old VHS movies where it's like The Sandlot and
Did you have an hour corner where hanging with Mikey?
Yeah, it was awesome.
No,
but it was fun as shit. I got to like play basketball with them, so I could just like swat the shit out of their shots.
You're like
felt like
kicking them?
Shaq. Yeah, it was great. No, I was actually really good at that job. But anyway, aside the point. They would have movie time, and one of my favorite things would be there was these certain like G-rated movies, had to be G, maybe PG at the most, that you could watch. I think The Sandlot was actually too much, but they had that one. But anyways, there were certain movies like The Buttercream Gang that you would like enjoy putting in and watching. It's not necessarily a good movie. You wouldn't call it a good movie, but it's just like a fun, wholesome time, and that's kind of what Sonic was.
So you definitely played 9.5 weeks.
What's that?
That's like light porn.
I watched Kids because I thought it was for kids.
9.5 weeks, dog.
But no, the reason I wanted to see this movie, and I wouldn't have checked it out otherwise, honestly, is because of Jim Carrey. Because we're both huge fucking Jim Carrey fans.
Yeah.
I think he's the funniest person that's ever lived, and my daughter was asking about him the other day, and that's exactly how I said it to her. I was like, well, Jim Carrey is the funniest person that's ever graced the earth, and that's actually written in the Bible. Jesus said that.
It's in Genesis 1, chapter 8.
I love Jim Carrey, and the best Jim Carrey is crazy fucking Jim Carrey, where he's just off the wall doing crazy shit, which is most of the time Jim Carrey. And I went to see it just for his take on Dr. Robotnik, just to watch him be crazy. Because one of my favorite things in the movie and in the trailers, when that dude like he's dancing and he's doing his fucking like hump dance or whatever. The guy pops up with a latte and he's like, because he's supposed to be like a hardcore villain. He's like, I made you a goat milk steam latte, and he's like, would you like one? He's like, of course I would. I love the way you make them. It's fucking dude. It's Ace Ventura, The Mask, Dumb and Dumber, Jim Carrey on steroids, and it was so cool to see Jim Carrey just have fun. And
did they follow the game?
Not
There's no plot.
not really. I mean,
well,
they showed Sega at the beginning, but they never did that. Sega. They never did that.
Well, okay, well, yeah.
They just showed it.
And then also, there's a little bit of controversy that was brewing around that movie, because you guys remember when the first trailer was released and it looked like a fucking abomination from hell, and it was terrible looking, so the director heard about this. He's like, we'll take it back to the cutting room floor. You gotta listen to the fans. We'll give them what they want. And they redesigned it, and it looks fucking good. Like, they was like, oh, okay, that's what we want to see. And then a lot of people were like, well, isn't the artist's vision, like the way that they portrayed him first, aren't they like, that should be their thing, and it shouldn't be like little whiny ass pissy fans that don't get their way. It's like, no, because the ones that pay the fucking ticket money is the ones that you want to impress, and it wasn't impressive. It looked like shit. It looked terrible, and the director did a good thing. I approved it. Like, I was like, man, that's a good thing. Like, yeah, I mean, of course, it was shitty to know that your vision or your product wasn't received that well, and you had to go back and make some tweaks and changes to it. But once you did, and you listened to the fans, you're like, hey, this is who we're making the movie for anyway. Let's go ahead and do that, because what would happen is that these people that are fucking morons that are trigger happy on tweets, on the tweeters, they want to go out there and say, well, the artist's vision and it should have been left alone and this or that. The problem with that is, the argument here is that, fine, you let them have their way and they don't change shit, and they're like, the little peons don't know anything. They release the movie and it does dog shit because the design looks terrible, nobody can get behind it and whatever. And then, the studio says, well, we can't make any money at this, we can't do anything with this, so they pull the plug on any future franchise or any future sequel movies.
Yeah.
By redesigning it and making it, appealing to the Sega fans, they're like, hey man, this is fucking good. That's A+ on you, sir.
Yeah, they did. I thought it looked good. I thought the graphics of the movie were good. Again, I went to see it for Jim Carrey, and I got the Jim Carrey I wanted to. I could have always used more of him, but there's enough of him in there. There was some really belly laugh Jim Carrey moments in the movie, and that's exactly what I wanted from it. Sonic was likable. Actually, what I really enjoyed was James Marsden plays the
best friend,
the guy character, and the Curious George thing.
Yeah. Curious George.
He's going
to the jury.
He plays the normal character or whatever, and he's a super nice guy. And I also think James Marsden's underrated as an actor. I don't think he gets
that guy,
his due, man.
That
He's
guy,
a great Cyclops.
Yeah, oh, dude. Yeah, and they fucked him so bad on that fucking
pass
role.
Through, Logan.
Oh my god.
I grew a beard.
He could have been. He could have been like the epitome of Cyclops, and unfortunately, Bryan Singer was in the pools too much.
Dude, I cannot.
Boys.
I can't. Oh fuck! Shit.
He's okay. It's all in the books. It's all in the books.
I'm still so pissed that we never.
You sound like fucking the Killer Clowns from Mars. Cotton candy.
But I can't believe we never got the X-Men animated series version of Cyclops with the blue with the yellow belt going across.
Dude, great. I imagine this though, not like maybe when Marvel, Marvel has it now. When they reboot it, it'll be like. I
don't know where there you go. There you go.
Well, that's how it starts.
Yeah.
But imagine if they did that with the classic costumes.
Yeah.
Well, and they even made fun of it in the original X-Men. We're getting way off topic, but he's like, what would you prefer? Yellow spandex?
There's not a lot to talk about with Sonic, though, except for that.
Did he get rings?
It was good. Yeah, he had rings, and he would use them as portals.
Really?
Like, he would throw the ring, and he can go into different worlds. And
did he eat onion rings, too?
One ring to rule them all. But no, he looked good. The graphics looked good. It was a fun movie. It was a kids' movie, and it brought for kids what I think you would want it to bring to kids. It was cool to watch him go ham a couple times, and it was the only thing that I'll take away from this movie. Honestly, I didn't expect much of it, honestly, and I'll give it a 7.0. I thought it was good, and I love the Jim Carrey stuff. Didn't expect much going in.
Did it leave room for sequels?
Yeah. Yeah. So, and they could do that if they want to. I don't know. I think it's doing pretty well at the box office. I don't know. But the only knock I have against the movie, in all seriousness, is they totally ripped off Quicksilver in X-Men. They did the thing where and they did it like 4 times, where everything would slow down and he would just jump around and like move stuff out of the way.
Oh yeah,
and all that.
Well, that's a cool ass scene. I mean, if you're gonna copy somebody.
But they
have Sweet Dreams or made of this.
No, they didn't do that. But there's a bar scene that's pretty funny that happens in a bar fight, and he goes around and just fucks with everybody. But it was so straight up a rip off of that, and they did it so many times. I was like, come on, guys, be a little bit more original. But no, I give it a 7.0 because if you go see it or maybe if you rent it, probably for the best. If you just want that awesome off the hook Jim Carrey that's just having fun and having a good time, it's worth it for that alone. Trust me.
Cool beans.
And that brings us into something I wanted to talk about really quick. How do you rank Jim Carrey? Not his best movies.
Just like the funniest.
His funniest movies. Like, how do you rank him?
I mean, that's really hard though because that's a loaded gun here, Jim, and I'm not ready yet. We're playing Russian roulette. Oh, fucking Night of the Sentinels.
I think number one's got to be Ace Ventura.
Yeah, it's got to be. But see, yeah, Ace Ventura number 1. But then again, no. Okay, Ace Ventura.
Let's put 2 and 1 together as 1.
Okay,
I don't want to compare.
I would go with Ace Ventura, but then where do you feel with Ace Ventura with Liar Liar and The Mask?
Oh, Liar Liar is so good.
Isotoners.
I want to talk those things like sugar.
Let's not rank them. How about we just throw in the...
No, I want to rank them.
Well, we can't.
I want to!
Take too fucking long.
Number 1 is the Ace Venturas, because I think that was... Dude,
both of them?
Both of them. Put them together.
Yeah, okay.
One performance.
One package.
Number 2, I gotta go, dude.
Peanut? Yes, I have some right here. They're carry-on, but they're bulky, but I consider they're carry-on.
I gotta go Dumb and Dumber, I think.
But that's more Jeff Daniels with him, too. Jeff Daniels was hilarious.
That's why I put Ace Ventura above it, but he still was great.
But Liar Liar?
I put Dumb and Dumber above Liar Liar, yeah, as performance-wise goes. And then... Honestly, dude, I love Liar Liar. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I would put Cable Guy at number 3.
That's a weird one. That's a quirky one. Like, I liked it. It was really outside the norm.
But he had some great soft peanut.
No, it was good. It was just he was weird. Like I think that, like, to me, the funniest performances that he's ever done, like especially where it like embodies like Jim Carrey, like he is a cartoon character come to life. It would be Ace Ventura, both of them in one. Then it would be The Mask, because again, like I think that's just playing to his strengths.
I get it.
Like, he's a weird character. Like he's a cartoon character.
I'm not a Mask fan.
I loved it, dude.
I like The Mask. Like I love the movie. I like The Mask and his performance.
They call me Cuban Pete.
Guns to the rumba beat, but it's not.
Chicka boom, chicka boom, chicka boom.
There was something evil, and I know The Mask is supposed to be.
It's supposed to be,
but
yeah.
there was something evil underneath it that, like, it was so cartoony mixed with such evil on the other side.
I think that
I could never get into it like I did his other movies.
It was weird that, like, if they had gone that direction though, because The Mask itself, the comic book was the graphic novel was fucking dark. Jim Carrey wanted to do darker films. I wonder if that would have been appealing to him to make like his comedy mixed with like dark, black humor in it. Yeah. I don't know, but yeah, I would go with The Mask, and then my third would be Liar Liar. I just think he's like, hey Fletcher, what's up? So your cholesterol fatty, keep on walking, or dead man walking.
Baseball stuff.
It's like baseball stuff. It's like the goddamn pit is blue.
I done got him too.
And he's like, your jugs are huge. I want to suck them. He's like, I'm taking this. He's sucking like a baseball turkey. Dude, I still do that to say. He's like, how much is that? $240. He's like, I don't even sleep at night.
Honestly, dude, the more we're talking about it, I think I wasn't giving enough credit. I will put Liar Liar above Cable Guy.
But I will. But on my fourth,
right.
On my fourth though. As funniest, I gotta put the Cable Guy in that. That was fucking, it was weird, it was funny. He was like, it's just gun stupid. It's just gun, that little thing that gets right there.
Oh, Billy!
Almost boogered out that dude, because he's like, that part, like, he gets in a fight with Matthew Broderick and he punches him. He's like, you fixed my lisp! And then he's just like, you son of a bitch! And then
when he finds out that it was a hooker, he was like, everything was going so good. It's like, I made Scramby eggs. It's like, get out right now.
Well, now we gotta go back to Liar Liar. He's like, I have unpaid parking tickets. Oh man, it's so good. He's like, he goes, my teacher says the beauty's on the inside. That's just something ugly people say. It's like, oh, I should have said that. Yeah, the Liar Liar, they do, yeah. And then, honestly, so it'd be Cable Guy. No, actually, it'd be Dumb and Dumber, then Cable Guy as my fifth.
Yeah. I'm gonna go, so we got Ace Ventura. Number 2 was Dumb and Dumber for me. Number 3 was, it's gonna be Liar Liar.
Yeah.
Number 4, Cable Guy. Number 5,
Yes Man.
I think it's
That's a good
Yes
one,
Man is
too.
underrated as fuck. When he puts that tape, it's like,
Oh, dude, Me, Myself, and Irene.
oh fuck, that's a great one too,
That's
man.
hilarious as fuck, dude. I don't know. Like, you said it takes more time to prepare. But you said with your 5 though.
Yeah,
you gotta stick with your 5. So that's my 5. My 5 were the Ace Ventura package deal, The Mask, Liar Liar, Dumb and Dumber, and then the Cable Guy.
Yeah.
But dude, Me, Myself, and Irene is fucking. Yeah. It's so good. Yeah, I can't believe you would pick Yes Man over Me, Myself, and Irene.
I didn't mean to.
How could you forget?
I forgot.
How could you forget it?
I forgot about Me, Myself,
and his classic when he was early on, Once Bitten. That's a great fucking movie too.
Well, and also we're talking about best comedic performances. And not best movies. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is fucking amazing.
Or you belly laugh and fart in front of people and you don't mean to.
I don't even mind watching him in the number 23. I just love Jim Carrey so fucking much. I watch him anything. But yeah, okay. So moving on. So Sonic was good. I'd say go see it if you want to see a crazy Jim Carrey performance, or if you want to take your kid to see a movie that you'll enjoy watching too. Definitely
I've had better.
I'm recovering from a bad sexual episode I had.
Well, you're young. It'll happen.
But
do you remember he was like? He's like, my case is simply this.
I'm kicking my own ass, do you mind? He's like, a pedantic bastard. Oh, dude, Fun with Dick and Jane.
Oh,
fuck, that's
so
a great one, too.
I'm a bad father.
Oh, wait.
I am a bad father. No, you're not.
When the kids, he's like, delete it. But then Fun with Dick and Jane, dude, when he found out he was going to be indicted and he just ran around the house like mad, he was like, I'm going to be indicted. And then when he stood on the table and he was like, I'm a corporate puppet.
Oh, he's like, I'm still thinking Liar Liar when he was up there because fucking Jennifer Tilly was in it too. He's like, saddle, 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 saddle.
It's like 1 man, 7 men, yeah, whatever. Hit me again, Ike. I love this movie
Oh
so
man,
much,
we could quote that forever, but
yeah, Jim Carrey, he's the funniest man that's ever existed, and I'll fight you if you say different. But okay, so moving on real quick. How much? I want to make sure we're not running out of battery. Okay, we're gonna be okay.
Okay,
we're gonna be.
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie. We watched it. We watched a movie. Yeah. You know what? We did a review. We watched a movie. We watched a movie.